Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of Tower of God Season 2 Workshop Battle on Episode 6 or Episode 19 or the total number of episodes. This episode right here, there was the only highlight in this episode that is very much interesting or pretty much is the 90% of the catching the attention is Ran versus Anak Jihad, because that's just what happened this episode. It was built up from a certain start and now it's like happening right now, and I guess the result was a little different than usual. So if anything else, let's just get this started. While everyone else is competing to go to the next round, we have to Ran decides to ask the announcer or the leader of the tournament or in charge of the tournament, like, hey, can we have a one-on-one duel? I don't want anyone else to interfere. And then even though the guy wanted to make it fair and says, nah, I don't think that's acceptable, but people want it, he goes like, okay, we'll make this as an exception. So you two could duke it out, and while everyone else is just like nothing to you. We have to it that before Ren begins the fight, he decides to eat something that allows him to use lightning abilities or electricity abilities. And it looks like to me, at first, Ran was at a disadvantage because Anak Jihad is very strong. We've seen that multiple times throughout this series, and seeing her how she's using her strength again is actually surprising. But eventually, Ran will later on actually provoke her or bait her mentally through his words to attack him, and he will later on get the advantage of defeating her. Well, not defeating her, but she was still having a lot of strength because I guess she's a Jihad, From what I understand, when it comes to the Jihad bloodline, they're very strong. We've seen that firsthand in this season, and now we're seeing it again in this season. And before Ran and Anak can actually deliver the final blow, with Anak Jihad convincing Ran or provoking him, saying, "Hey, why don't you come at me? Are you that scared or something like that?" I'm thinking about my man. It's simple and easy to provoke your opponent in any psychological way, depending what their weaknesses are. I mean, that's how it's always been when it comes to fighting or in video games or anything in real life. Any psychological attacks that that could bait your opponent into attacking is pretty crazy. Other than that, what interrupted the fight between them, which turned out to be a draw, is one of Rock's subordinates or friends interrupted the fight and says, I'm going to start a revolution whatsoever. I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, this is where Rock gets really angry about this. And other than that, as for Hatsu, or what's his name, Hats, we get to see that he's involved in some kind of facility that he was not supposed to be a part of, but gets interrupted by someone else who was that possibly is trying to help him out before the security robot was about to possibly kill him or hurt him. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that things are about to get a little hectic now, because there was a scene with Bam or Violet and Beta, I believe, that's his name. Beta knows what Violet is, calling him a successful weapon, but tells him that I want your help onto something. But before anything could really happen, we have to Violet will later on run into a small reunion with Rock and let's see here, and Dorsey, who apparently is trying to look for Violet or Bomb that she's pretty much looking for, and she does take serious about what the Traveler said to her, which is really annoying because Bomb should never have said that. He should have just said something else, saying that I'm just a guy with brown hair, But other than that, whatever the situation is, that stupid Violet is still naive in a certain way. But other than that, yeah, pretty much the episode ends up with Bomb reuniting with Rock and possibly the other girl and Dorsey, and goes hey, what are you guys doing here? And then as for Kun, the other guy, Kun, he apparently is I hope Kun Agnes, that's what I mean. He goes I hope Rock doesn't do anything stupid, but not it's gonna happen anyway, because this is where Rock ends up hugging him, says, oh my gosh, nice to see you again. He cries in tears while he was in a small form. I'm thinking, my gosh, that's really nice and cute and emotional, because I think despite Rock having some kind of hostile relationship with Bomb from the very beginning of the series, he does have a special bond and relationship with them when climbing the tower with them. So it's only natural to see like, hey guy, man, how you doing? And then it's only natural to hug him like in total like happiness that you're alive. And I'm pretty sure Bond will explain his situation, and I'm pretty sure if he is forced to, he will ask him to keep it in the down low for the time being. But we'll have to see how that turns out because things could go bad, and depending on the situation, Bond could be in trouble himself, along with those who are his friends and allies. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye bye. Ta-ta-da!